Oh, hey, how you doing? Wow, okay. I did not expect this, but here I am in the flesh and not in a small ass window in the corner. I'm actually like right here in front of you. So, oh no's, hellos, welcome back to another update videos. And today I want to be apologizing just for a little bit. I'll be going on some topics of why I've been so inactive and stuff. And yeah, everyone can see my setup, I guess. I don't know. I'm in a gaming chair. I have this. I literally wear a shirt that's like stands up to people. Earth is not flat. Remember that. I have a shirt of it. And vaccines do work, of course. But enough of that. Let's talk about the real situation that I actually went through. So the past couple of weeks, or maybe the past week, when this video comes out, I have been, have been more in my train of thought and, thinking about a lot of things about my future and other things as well. And I don't know, I've been getting kind of more emotional, it seems like. And I want to apologize for not uploading and maybe acting a little bit weird on my streams. Um, Maybe you guys didn't notice, but I was starting to like feel kind of distraught in some things when I was thinking. I kind of spaced out in some ways too. And, you know, when you get into that sort of thinking, you go down a really dark path. And what I mean is that you get into situations you don't necessarily want to get yourself into. And that's what happened to me. Um, I think my emotions came out more the more I was thinking about the things that were going to happen. So I want to talk about the topics of why that happened and why I was so inactive on YouTube. And I actually got an email saying that my API services were disabled because I was inactive so long. So yeah, that kind of affects my channel. Not really though. I can make a new one, so you guys won't have to worry about that. I'll still have the API services for my streams. So when I do stream, I have priority over what I stream and stuff. It basically boils down to the API services I have. I have like it just shows me analytics of the people watching. And it also kind of helps me understand what I can do different in the stream. And it's not a big deal. I can make a new one. It's fine. But let's just talk about the topics. So topic number one, title card right there. Anyways, topic number one is why I was so inactive was I got back to working. So I was originally, I think I was furloughed for a while. I'm not too sure. I just left work basically. I didn't want to come back to work because I was afraid of the whole, uh, the disease. I can't really say the word, but I don't know because they might demonetize it. The disease. So I was staying at my house and I was just taking a break from work. All of a sudden, my payments were coming in like wildfire, and I was like panicking. I was like, okay, what should I do now? And I decided to go back to work. Um, Now I am perfectly fine with that. The On the other hand, though, I try to keep safe as much as possible. So if anything happens to me, I will update you guys if anything happens to me. But essentially, I'm an essential worker. So taking those days off was not really helping me in any way. Wasn't getting me any money. Of course, I had other ways to make money. Of course, thanks to my Patreons. I only have one. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's pretty much like all that was about. At work, I was, kind of feeling down. The more I started working, the more I kind of got frustrated. Everything was happening. It's probably because I was. But why though? You can't tell me that. I can't really, guarantee that. And I might have to censor some things I say because this might affect my work. So I apologize if I have to censor some things. I just want to acknowledge this in the video so I don't, let you guys down and say some random shit, you know? So yeah, that's what's been going on with work. Nothing else basically though. But yeah, I mean, work's been okay for the most part. Nothing, you know, too major. There's a couple times I acted out at work, but that was just because I was frustrated. I was in my thoughts. Um, and okay, so we're gonna move on to topic number two. And topic number two is that um, I think I'm getting clouded in my thoughts. So the reason why I say this is when I'm getting clouded in my thoughts is I'm thinking more of the situation at hand rather than ignoring it. Because what I used to do with the situations I got into is I used to just ignore them, and everything would be perfectly fine. Now that I'm acknowledging them, I actually I either get mad or I start arguing. And that's a major problem. I don't know why this happens now, but I every time I get into a situation, I argue something. So, for example, there was a time at a party that I acted out because of the way people were trying to help me, and I actually acted out because that's not appropriate. But a silly me, I wanted to say something and I did. I just didn't keep it to myself and I just released it. It's like bottling up your emotions, except you're thinking your emotions, and maybe that's not the right terminology for that, but I'm kind of, acting out my emotions. And this could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. Uh, I kind of shaked right there. Did you guys see that? Okay, anyways. But yeah, just, I don't know. I like, because I used to just be kind of chill with everything, but now, I don't know. I've kind of been all over the place, it seems like. And when someone tries to do the littlest thing to me, I kind of react in a bad way. And I don't know why that is. It's probably because everything that's been going on right now. It's also the fact that I am just getting used to things. Or it could just be that I've been thinking more about what lies ahead, and maybe I should be thinking more about what is here and in the now. Um, the problem with that right now is that I have another situation which we'll go back to the topic number three, and I'll talk about that a little bit more, and I'll try to make it as real as I can make it, because if I talk about it too much, there might be some controversy between my family. So I kind of want to keep that a little bit in the gray area. I don't want to say too much, because if I say too much, things can get really, really bad. But I just want to acknowledge it and talk about it right now. So yeah, let's move on to topic number three. Yes, topic number three. I was saying about stuff about my job, okay? My job has been great. I've been, you know, for the most part. There's some days I kind of feel bad. Um, but I really want to talk about people offering me jobs, because I was offered a job, and it wasn't particularly. Let's just give an example. Let's not throw any names out. Um, okay, so this person offered me a job, okay, and he said, "All right, you can work here. I'll pay you more." And I'm all like, well, I can't work there because, well, A, this virus thing is kind of affecting what I can do. B, our relationship might be weird if something happens. And C, I don't think it's necessary for me to work right now there because I'm comfortable where the place I'm working, so I don't think I should do that. And he says, all right, what if I make it interesting? Because I wanted to be a truck driver originally, and he was like, "Oh, let me make it interesting to you." He didn't necessarily say that, but I'm just using it as an example because I don't want to say too much personal shit right now. Okay, so I'll sweeten the deal for you. I'll pay for your truck driving school, and then you can work for me. And I'm all like, I was like frozen and stiff because he was like offering me too much, and he was kind of, I don't know, I felt like he was pressuring me into working there. And I was all like, and I said to him, you know what? Let me think about this. And then this dude just like just kept offering me stuff. He said, and then finally he just said, listen, do what you want to do. The offer's still on the table, though. And I'm all like, okay, so then I'm in a situation where like, okay, if I don't do this, then I can miss a big opportunity. And I could also miss, him paying for my, truck driving school. And I'm all like, well, and then that's just a really good deal. The problem is with that is there's a little gray area that I don't really want to get into. There's like just a gray area that I don't really want to get into, and it will make me feel uncomfortable if it happens. Um, so I'm afraid if I do take this job, I can actually lose that job. And I don't want to get into that. You could talk to me on Discord if you have any of those personal questions. I'll leave it up in the video, and I'll even leave it in the description below if you guys want to DM me. Uh, I'll try to get to it as much as I can, but yeah. So, anyways, he just, he offered me. I felt like he pressured me, um, and I was kind of frozen. Um, I didn't know what to do, because I listen. I'm not the type of person who likes to start conversations. And I'm not the type of person who likes to talk a lot. I'm talking right now, but person to person conversations is really hard for me because of my autism. Because I just can't. It gets me. It stresses me out. It gives me anxiety. When I go into social situations and stuff, I have that kind of social awkwardness to me, and that's why I don't like. I don't like saying bye. I don't even necessarily. I've been working on saying hello. Like every time I go to a party, I don't say bye. I just leave. When someone tells me hello, I won't say anything because I always think I always think of the person and myself and what was to come. And that's why I was like in that situation where he was telling me all these things. I got pressured. Um, and I was just stiff. So that's also what I've been trying to get over to is also that situation. And we're gonna move to another topic that I want to talk about as well. And yeah, I just want to talk about that. Topic number four. Um, Topic number four is a little bit more. I don't know. It's a little bit more about me, not about the environment around me, but it's a little bit more about me. And this might relate to topic number one, and that's been just I want to say like kind of just having these weird dreams and what's going on in my head. So like okay, so topic number four is just going to go on like what's going on in my head, what's going on with me, and everything about myself. So currently, I've been thinking a lot about stuff about like purpose, and I also been thinking a lot about value in myself in particular. And what I've come to realization is that the things I do don't really contribute that much in the grand scheme of things. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not thinking of like doing anything like extreme. Okay, um, I'm just saying of like what's purpose to me. So, like for example, I have different roles in life and stuff. I play the role of being a YouTuber for you guys. That's what I do. I also have the role of playing a worker at my job. I also have the point where, family, I go to a party, I'm considered, if I see my father, I'm considered the son. Um, and I've been really confusing those lately. Um, and it's kind of been unhealthy. Um, and maybe that's why I've been getting more nightmares and stuff. And it was about certain things. You just DM me if you want to ask about what type of dreams or nightmares I'm having. But yeah, I've been getting these nightmares. Have been pointing me to things and stuff. I don't know necessarily if they have to do with my, you know, what's to come, because dreams and nightmares they're kind of controversial when it comes to what is holding you in your head because most of it's subconscious. So like yeah, it doesn't really do or mean anything, but it could be a sign. I don't know. So yeah, and also I've been thinking a lot more about other people and not myself because I always like to think of myself last. I always think of the person first, and that's what I've been noticing when I even do live streams too. And it's kind of funny that I haven't acknowledged it yet, but every time I do a live stream, I always ask you guys. I never contribute myself, and that could be unhealthy, honestly. If you don't, it's kind of like self-confidence. You're not confident in yourself doing this type of situation. I've asked you guys like, do you guys want to stream or video? But that honestly, that's ultimately up to me to decide. It shouldn't be up to other people. And that's also where I've drifted off upon is I've been thinking about more of other people rather than myself. And I've also been thinking about the future of other people, which can also be really hard on yourself because you can't think of everybody's like you can't think of everybody's future. That's impossible. Um, and it drives you insane because let's say you have a relationship with the person, you really care for them. If you always think of the worst of something in that person, you're going to have the same type of mentality in your head, and that's going to weigh down on you, and it's taking up too much space in your head. And what's been happening is when I see a situation's going to turn wrong, I get I get either angry, I get sad, I get emotional. Things just start flying. Um, and maybe that's the reason why I like being alone a lot, is because I can actually handle my own self if I'm alone. And, but yeah, like honestly, that's the main reason why is, you know, that. And that's not to say that I don't care about myself. I clearly do, but I put myself last before other people. I don't put myself before, before any necessities and stuff. I still care for myself. I still wake up, have breakfast, eat, do all that stuff. I'm not depressed. Um, so honestly, I've been working on myself. I even done driving a lot more, even though I'm not really supposed to, but I've been driving a lot more. I haven't been going into any shops. I just literally, people should do this. Like, if you're like ever frustrated or ever just like want to get away from something, like just just go on a freaking drive, man. Just like drive somewhere like on like a highway. Like what's the highway I like to drive? I like to drive the 210 is really fun. The 5, okay, it's kind of stressful, but it's also kind of fun too. If you go on the 5 near the Northern California, it's pretty fun. Um, and I like that. I got to see, the farms and stuff in California, and that kind of gave me a break. Um, and I got to think more. But yeah, and that was pretty much all I had to say about that. Is I've just been thinking a lot more. And we're gonna go on to topic number 5, and this one's gonna be kind of about just YouTube in general, and it's also gonna be about what I've been doing, opening up on social media and even on YouTube. So we'll talk about opening up and YouTube at the same time. We'll make it a double boy. Okay, so topic number 5 is going to be about YouTube and me opening up. Um, I think lately I've been trying to teach myself to kind of just embrace myself, and it goes back to the whole role thing. Sometimes you have to um, you got to look a certain way in front of a camera. You can't just be yourself. You got to act differently. Now, what I've been doing is I've been acting differently. I haven't been acting myself, and myself sometimes shows up in streams. I like the goofy side of me. I still show that. The only problem is I don't show enough of myself. And sometimes I get, angry, because I used to be, like, when I was playing Magic the Gathering Arena, if I lost the game, I would have been like, fair enough. But then I've been getting more angry, and it's more directing towards the point that um, I'm acting differently. I have the winning mentality, not the just have fun mentality. And that can kind of conflict. So what I've been trying to do on social media has been opening up. I even have an Instagram account now. I have two now because, yeah, some of it's a little bit inappropriate, but I have two. I'll put it in the description below if you guys want to follow. But yeah, I've been trying to open up more and been looking at new things, and like, okay, so like I think it's time to get down to the core of me. Okay, here is the real me. Well, this is obviously the real me, but here's the real me, like you guys aren't able to see. Um, of course, I like memes. You know what I also like? I like anything like anime. I liked anime for a while. I haven't really watched like a lot of like anime shows, but I was interested in it like back in like 2 years or 3 years ago. I haven't watched like actual like I've only seen like two or three, but now I've been really getting into it like this year due to the fact that we're inside now. Um, and look, I even have a body pillow right here. You see this? You see this? This is what a lonely man uses to go to sleep because I don't have a girlfriend. But yeah, I have another one right there too. I even have a small one. So, and I think I hide myself from that because people can judge me. Um, there's a lot of people that on the internet that like to judge people for the weird things they like. And I kind of want to just say, you know what? Who cares what they think? It's what I like. If I like if I like this thing, like this right here. This is corn, by the way. Oh, she kind of fell. I like that. Get back on there. And yes, people think I have a clean room. I actually have a messy room. I'm always the messy type of guy. Um, oh, and one other thing, I like fidget spinners. Just for the memes, though. Honestly, it's an old dead meme. Who cares? I'm just here to open up, guys. Like I'm showing you. Like what else? Like I have an iPhone. Oh, by the way, when I stream, I don't actually have two monitors to look at the chat. What I literally do is I take my phone and I mute the stream or I put it like on one volume and I like look at the chat through here. By the way, that is like a picture of anime girl. By the way, like I just been getting really obsessed with anime, and some people on YouTube don't necessarily like that. I know Deathslater doesn't like that, but I feel like Deathslater is open to the fact that he's all right to express differences. Like there's some people in his Discord that like anime, and he doesn't care. It's the people that kind of take it a step further and I don't know, just make it weird. And to be fair, I sometimes make it weird. I sometimes do that. I don't do that to, you know, I don't intend to make it weird on other people, but sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that. Even on my Instagram, even on my freaking phone, even on the body pillows I have. I'm a weird ass motherfucker. But who cares? It's me. I like that stuff. Um, and and myself is still liking Magic. Look, I even have a bunch of Magic cards on my table right now. Look, just a bunch of them. Like I have like a whole shelf of these, by the way, like a whole shelf. Plus also the fact I'm a brony. Clearly, people know that. Look, I even have like BronyCon. I got these, and I actually put this on in the Brony convention. I had pony ears. And I sometimes wear it over my head. And sometimes even when I go out, I wear these. Funny, right? You guys don't see me like that, but I do have that, of course. Um, what else? I mean, I have Steam. Like, I have a Steam controller on my desk. You guys don't even get to see my desk, but look, I have like a Steam controller I'd never used before. Why not? Just show it on the update video. Just 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 keep going. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh box. People hate Yu-Gi-Oh. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh box. Get the fuck over it, okay? Who doesn't hate Yu-Gi-Oh? I have a Uggi box. I used to play it online actually. I hated it a lot though. I quit, of course. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, uh, I had braces and retainers. Guess what? Retainers been in here for about 8 months. Never wore them. That's why my teeth are crooked. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to update you guys about. It's just that. And I'm not here to I'm not here to get attention off of this, you know. Clearly, I had to just take a break from YouTube and think about what I wanted to do. And I kind of have an understanding of that, but I think I'm in a good enough place that I can kind of get back to streaming and stuff. And we can just, you know, make our videos, do these things, do that thing. And so here's what's going to change, I think, from now on. The one thing that's going to change is I'm going to be more open on YouTube. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm sorry if I don't ask you guys what the content you guys like. I'll just do what I want to do, you know? Um, I've been really stressed out in just asking you guys of like, well, I'm kind of putting a burden on you guys. And okay, let's just take it back a bit. Maybe just I shouldn't think like okay, but it's kind of it's gonna come off kind of selfish, but I shouldn't think about you guys necessarily and the concerns you have over my content. You should just I should just be confident enough that you guys would be okay with the content I put out, and I shouldn't ask you guys that because that might bring a concern to you because you might appease to me and say, you know what, just do what you gotta do. I shouldn't put that on you guys, you know. It's not right. So I apologize for that, just trying to put that in your face. So I'm going to be more open. I'm going to show off. I might even have a mascot come on. I don't know. we're gonna see in the next live stream. We'll have a mascot, kind of like what Desolator Magic has. He has a pickle. I'm gonna have a different mascot. You guys see. Number two, streaming is going to be kind of iffy. When I stream. Okay. And I'll try to stream, of course, at the same time I usually stream. The only problem is I've been having problems with the internet, so we'll see where that lands. I plan on making more videos, though, more often than just streams. But, you know, honestly, it's going to be better than ever, honestly. This channel is going to be better than ever just making more videos because I love doing that. I've loved the top 10s. I've loved the highlight videos. I've loved those. And I kind of want to just get more into that, if you guys don't mind. So, number three would probably be that I am going to, and it's not like I'm going to not post more often. I'm going to try to lay off the posting a little bit for, you know, the videos. They might come in short. We're going to see. Honestly, that one's you know, I don't know. But it might be less videos. So anyways, those are the three things. That's all I wanted to update you guys about. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye and peace.